What's good, y'all? I'm Jerry. About to check out this video from WrestleMania. And if you've watched last night's Extreme Rules pay-per-view like I did, you know, at the end of the show, 10 minutes over, we saw the return of the Fiend Bray Wyatt. And this video today that I'm about to react to is Real Reason Bray Wyatt returned to WWE at WWE Extreme Rules 2022. Bray's back. He's back. Other new direction with Triple H being in charge and over creative and stuff like that. So I know his character is gonna go pretty much real far than it was when he was when he was the Fiend and Vince was in control, because Vince didn't know how to use the character properly, and then Bray actually lost control of his character after he left, and they gave it to Alexa Bliss, and that just kind of ended the character overall, man. So let's hop into this video.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. Extreme Rules is over, but all the WWE Universe wants to talk about is the return of Bray Wyatt. A return, as we mentioned before, was handled to perfection.
Yep.
Join us now as we look at the real reasons why Bray Wyatt has returned to WWE.
White Rabbit stuff.
Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out.
But I wonder what brand Bray's going to be on. He's going to be on Raw. He's going to be on SmackDown. He's going to be on both brands.
Now, in case you haven't watched our Extreme Rules recap and analysis video or Extreme Rules itself, here's what happened at the end of this show. Now, it looked like the WWE's latest premium live event was ready to end when the lights went out and the song "He's Got the Whole World in His Hands" began to play.
Yep.
The song continued as the camera panned to different areas of the arena, highlighting various characters from the Firefly Funhouse. Only these characters were life-size. A dimmed Firefly Funhouse was shown next, with the puppets laying in ruins as a garbled version of the Firefly Funhouse theme played. A TV screen broadcasted an enigmatic character asking who killed the world, as fans chanted "Holy shit" and a door opened with the light shining out. Everything went black except for a lantern. A masked figure emerged from the shadows and unmasked, revealing himself as Bray Wyatt. Bray blew out the lantern as the lights went out again, and an upside-down Firefly was briefly displayed on screen. But now that we know Wyatt is back, what are the reasons for his return? Number one, the WWE needs livening up. Now, as much as the WWE's improved under Triple H's regime, the company could use some shaking up from a major player.
Yeah.
Raw lacks a world champion, and as good as Seth Rollins has been as a heel, a wrestler like Bray Wyatt has the potential to make Raw destination television again. Best of all, Bray doesn't need a title to get over. It's actually best that WWE keeps the title off him. Bray Wyatt has always been extremely over in the WWE, both as a heel and as a face, but the WWE has never used him to his full potential. But as we'll see next, the current regime isn't about to repeat this mistake. Number two, the WWE knows his value.
True.
The WWE, and more to the point, the current regime knows Bray Wyatt's value to the company as a character, a creative force, and a merchandise driver. Regardless of the reasons the WWE implied surrounding Wyatt's release, the reality is that Vince McMahon was baffled by what made Wyatt so popular. Judging from the way McMahon bungled the Wyatt family, Wyatt's team with Matt Hardy and The Fiend, is there any doubt that Vinnie Mac had no clue how to use him? While we aren't going to claim we know what's going on in the minds of Triple H, Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan, it's evident by the company's actions that there's belief many talented wrestlers were misused. How else to explain the WWE bringing back so many released superstars? Number three, the WWE didn't want Wyatt in AEW.
Could be another reason right there.
If we proceed with the premise that WWE recognizes Wyatt's worth, it's logical to conclude they knew his worth to AEW. Although Wyndham Rotunda couldn't use his Bray Wyatt or Fiend characters, Wyatt's track record with crafting creative characters makes it likely he would have some good ideas for a new direction in AEW. If true, why would the WWE want AEW to get the name recognition of a star like Wyatt? Wyatt would be a top-tier signing, but even better, he'd have a lot to offer AEW creatively. Number four, AEW isn't the right fit.
True.
No discussion about Wyatt's return and the reasons driving it is complete without looking at Wyatt's reasons for returning to WWE. As much as AEW could benefit from Bray Wyatt's creativity and charisma, it's doubtful the promotion would know how to use him. Even if they did know how to use him, he'd likely be just another star to fall between the cracks. Wyatt seems shrewd enough to recognize this. While this is speculation, Wyatt may have felt that AEW's preference for more realistic storylines would handcuff him. Judging from AEW's uneven handling of the House of Black, who could blame him? Number 5, Wyatt can play with his toys again. No other reason why Wyatt chose the WWE could be his familiarity with the company and his chance to steer his vision for Bray Wyatt like he wanted to under Vince McMahon. At this point, it's unknown what's next for Wyatt as far as whether he'll revisit The Fiend and the Firefly Funhouse characters. However, the circumstances surrounding Bray Wyatt's return at Extreme Rules suggest he'll be bringing back The Fiend's Firefly favourites such as Huskus the Pig and Ramblin' Rabbit. But that doesn't mean they'll be puppets this time. In fact, they could be people playing the characters. You may recall rumours that when Wyatt first introduced The Fiend, there was talk about various wrestlers playing the Firefly Funhouse characters. That didn't happen, but it may be happening now.
Interesting.
Number 6, Wyatt's characters can get wrestlers over. The WWE could have a remarkable resource on hand if it decides to use wrestlers as personifications of Firefly Funhouse characters. There are several reasons this could be effective. The first is to give Wyatt a faction to help him out and to pit him against other wrestlers. Triple H loves factions, and a faction affiliated with Bray could lead to some interesting singles, tag, or even 6-man matches.
I like that. I like the sound of it.
The second reason is that the WWE could use these characters to help
They
wrestlers
got Judgment
get over
Day.
who might need a second chance, or have had the ring skills but are lacking in charisma. The third reason is that the WWE could create more puzzles like the White Rabbit mystery by teasing fans about which wrestlers are playing which members of Wyatt's group. Finally, faction members can represent Wyatt even when he's not on the show, similar to how the Bloodlines members like the Usos and Henri Uso Sami Zayn can remind fans that Roman Reigns isn't far behind. This can add to Bray's mystique as the WWE doesn't want to saturate the market with him. However, it also doesn't want to keep his appearances as rare as Roman Reigns is. Number 7, the WWE left money on the table. But one of the biggest disappointments with Bray Wyatt's 2021 release was the large amount of money Vince McMahon left on the table. Despite the WWE booking itself into a corner with Wyatt's superhuman vitality, The Fiend never crossed paths in one-on-one matches against many main event players. These names include Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, as they only met in a triple threat match, and Drew McIntyre. Now that Wyatt has a chance to compete against these and many more superstars who have returned to WWE,
Cody Rhodes, whenever he come back.
boosting house shows. Another point in that speculation is the chance for the WWE to boost its live event business by having Bray Wyatt available. It's currently unknown what kind of deal Wyatt has signed as far as appearances go, but if he's available for a good number of live events, he could help add some megastar power to live events, as stars like Roman Reigns, Edge, Randy Orton and Ronda Rousey are frequently absent from them. Number 9, the WWE wants fans to know the company's listening. But does the WWE care about what the fans think? Well, up until recently, the answer was no. That no longer is the case, as Triple H has brought back several internet darlings such as Johnny Gargano, Karrion Kross, and Dakota Kai. They're in main event at Braun Strowman, and it looks like the WWE wants to let fans know that they're booking for the fans now. Either that or they're doing a good job creating the illusion that they care. It's difficult to imagine a free agent bigger than Bray Wyatt, and Wyatt's return should serve as the ultimate sign that the WWE wants to cater to its fans. Number 10, shareholders can rejoice. Now, the WWE Universe isn't the only group that should be happy with Wyatt's return. Another interested party is the WWE shareholders. Not every shareholder is familiar with the weekly happenings on television, but when they hear that WWE have brought back a major player, you can be certain this gives them a reason to think that WWE is in good hands, especially after Vince McMahon's so-called retirement. Number 11, it pleases the TV networks. And we have no idea what's next for Bray Wyatt. He could end up on Raw, SmackDown, or even both shows. However, we have a gut feeling that the WWE isn't going to put Wyatt on Raw. If this does happen, it should placate USA Network executives who've been lobbying for the WWE to bring a world title back to the Red brand. Even if Wyatt ends up on SmackDown, which makes no sense as he wouldn't have the time to carve out his identity and have to compete with the Bloodline and rising stars like Cross and Gunther, one TV network will be happy. The WWE's TV rights deals will be coming up for renewal rather quickly, and it needs to make sure everyone is happy. And number 12, it should pop the ratings. Now, how long will Bray Wyatt pop the ratings? Well, that depends on how the WWE books him in the long term. One thing is likely, Wyatt's initial appearances should pop the WWE's ratings, as fans wait to hear Bray's reasons for coming back and what his goals in the WWE are. They need to book Wyatt with kid gloves. They don't want to overexpose him, but they should make his appearances so rare that fans feel they're being strung along. But there you have it, folks. Our look at why Bray Wyatt returned to WWE. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Alright, y'all. Let me know what y'all thought of my reaction to this video, and what y'all think of the reasons were by Bray Wyatt returning to the WWE. Let me know down in my comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.